Hi there and welcome to Andertons Drum Channel. I'm Colin.
I'm Rob.
And today, who are we looking at?
Well, we're going to do a sounds like.
That would help, yes. Of Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots.
So you guys have asked for this a lot, so...
Nearly every sound like video, we get a little, please do Josh Dunn. So we have listened and we are presenting you with, hopefully, something that sounds like.
And we're doing it the fun way first, so we're doing it with no budget.
No budget! Correct. Amazing.
So I've got the duties of typing this week because we're still sort of in lockdown and the shop is not open. So...
And I'm illiterate, so there we go.
We're going to show you what we're going to set up, but we're going to have a look on the website before we call it up from the warehouse. So
obviously Josh Dunn uses SJC, which we don't stock. So any ideas? Should we stick with like quite a customised
yeah, so
approach?
I was just going to go straight in the really pretty Trick.
Candy Apple Trick Bad Boy. So we use that for Travis Barker.
That's why I was thinking similar sound. We want that really
quite punchy,
sharp, sort of attacky sound. So that's an aluminium kit, and
so you should get quite a nice cut with it.
This is the right setup for him as well. So one up, one down.
Yeah, I think
he uses a smaller rack tom. So this is 13, 16. So.
But he also, one of his kits he uses live is an acrylic kit. So hopefully the aluminium kind of shell will bring out that kind of nice pop and that cut.
And it's pretty.
It is beautiful.
So that's drums. It's not snare drum though. So
snare drum. So he has a couple of signature snares. One of them again is acrylic, but the one that I think we should aim for, he's got one which is called a spooky snare, which is a maple shell. So
hasn't he got a few signature snares?
He does have a few.
3, is it, or something?
So, he uses, so he's got a little auxiliary, which we'll probably have to get maybe a piccolo or a popcorn snare to get that kind of reggae pop.
The Pearl popcorn snare is just the one to use for that. So.
Okay. And once that's cranked, you'll get that really nice kind of reggae backbeat, which he uses in a couple of kind of segues in between sections of the songs.
This is a killer little drum.
Oh, beautiful.
It is a killer little drum. So, yeah, wow.
Have we got one in stock?
It's also 300 quid. So.
But we're not on a budget, so it doesn't matter. So that's the auxiliary.
Let's go back to main. I was thinking...
I really feel definitely something with a maple shell.
Something we can crank as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Search maple snare on our website.
So it's a 10-ply 14x6. So it's his signature spooky snare, which unfortunately we don't sell either, but I think will be quite easily replicated.
So it's bringing up a lot of the new Black Panther range because they've just been released. So.
I mean, they're good, but I think the Black Panther stuff is very specific in their kind of...
Do you know what?
Crack.
I bet we haven't got in stock because we sold them as soon as we got them. This is 1/2 inch too big, but I think this... Oh, we do have one in stock.
The Fat Bob?
No, it's the new...
Oh, Lush. Oh, well, that's a good reserve, man.
I think this is 10-ply. It's 11-ply.
Oh, no!
Anyway, that's a good option, but I think the winner... We've got a couple of things. Pearl Sense Tone, they're also winners. Where is it? These are super pretty, but...
Which one's
you can
that?
Crank these. So this is a Tama Starphonic.
Oh, absolutely beautiful snare.
You can absolutely crank these, and they look and sound amazing. And to be honest,
what's the
they're
ply
like
on
500 quid. They're not even that bad.
Spot on. So is it a similar kind of ply?
This is only a 6-ply.
But that would still give you quite a good body of the...
You can crank them though.
Of the shell. So, and the dimensions are more spot on than the... I think I'd probably prefer to go with that than something a bit deeper because then it's kind of replicating that sound a bit better. Do you want to go for that one? Or is there any others?
I was just about to say, what are the Sense Tone, if we've got that in stock? Because that's a 14.5, but they do a 14.6 version of it. So let's see if we've got... That one's out of stock.
So we don't have the sensor tones. So maybe I'm leaning more towards the Starphonic.
Pearl Popcorn as auxiliary, Starphonic as main, Trick.
Trick as the...
I think that's drums.
Shells. So we've got drums all sorted. I already know he uses a DW9000 single pedal, so I don't think we need to search for that.
Yeah,
they're amazing. It's my go-to single pedal, absolutely.
We both play 9000. So.
Yeah, I think everyone should.
And they're in stock.
Oh yeah, which is helpful.
I don't even need to search that. I know they're in stock.
Okay, so we need to look at cymbals then. So he did use the S family at one point,
the potatoes.
The potato cymbals.
We don't have it in stock, and we're not on a budget. So let's just go A custom. Come on.
A lot of his live setup is A customs. He uses 19 to 20 crashes. He's also got an EFX on his right hand side for that kind of trashier grooves. I believe that's a 20.
Start with hats. What do we need?
14s.
Masters or normal?
I think normal.
Okay. Do we have them in stock?
Let's have a look in stock.
Sweet. All right.
Sick. Okay, so that's done. Crashes, I have a feeling
18?
we might not have everything exactly in stock. So he uses a 19 and a 20 A custom crashes, respectively. And he also has a 20 EFX symbol on his right side for the kind of trashier moments. So it'd be wicked if we could try and... okay, so which one's that?
I spoil your game because that's the 20.
So the 20 we already don't have.
So I bet we've got a 19. We can use a
19? I mean, I'm sure we've got a 19 in maybe projection or a fast.
Yeah.
Because again, it doesn't have to be, exactly. The customs do kind of, even if we drop an inch.
This one.
Yeah. So what's this? The 19 projection.
Projection. So hopefully we've got that.
Let's hope and pray.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. So
240 quid more to the budget.
Wicked. So now we don't have. We need our kind of stab crash. So maybe an 18. You did say the 18s were in stock, didn't you?
18s are in stock. EFX. Do we need an EFX?
EFX. So we're going to go with the 18 for the kind of stab crash.
Oh, I thought
EFX is a 20. So do we have the?
Not that 10-inch splash then.
That will split in 4 seconds.
Good stack, but not for what we're looking for.
Not
right,
quite.
18?
No, 20 is what he uses. But I mean, you can check if they...
I'm just going to see if this one's in stock.
Okay.
Right, 18's
So
in
we
stock.
do have 18 as a backup if we don't have the 20 in stock.
One next to it, Bosch.
So 20, so here's hoping.
Have we got it in stock?
And then we've got... So this is the last Skimbo.
Yes,
we have one in stock. Wicked. Okay, so...
So we've got 18 and 20 of that.
Wicked. So I'd say use the 20, because that's what he uses.
We don't need any Chinas or splashes, do we?
No. It's quite a simple setup.
Ride, though. We need a ride.
We do need the ride, yes, well remembered. So I believe he used a 21, and I think he's used a 22 at one point as well. So what about the 22?
22.
I think it's a ping ride that he used.
Totally got that in stock.
So that's probably the closest thing that we have at the moment then.
The only 21 we're likely to have is a sweet ride, but
it's not going to have the same...
They're a natural finish rather than brilliant.
Yeah,
so
it's not going to have that kind of
those.
ping that we're looking for. Okay, wicked. So that symbol's all done. The only other thing is he uses electronic pads. Now, I would say we're not going to completely...
SPDSX?
Let's just go with an SPDSX.
It's easy. It's
because
great.
he does use an SPDSX, but it's kind of linked to... Well, he's got 3 pads, technically. But the song that I'm going to do, Lane Boy, he uses the 2 pads, but I think just have that on the SPDSX.
SPDSX is pretty much industry standard, so we'll just chuck it to the left of the hi-hat and use that.
So I think that's us completely done.
Hardware, we'll just pick... We've done pedal,
Yeah.
but we're going to need, 2 snare stands, 1 auxiliary, 1 main, a stand for the
Yeah,
SPDSX.
4 booms,
4
and then
booms.
standard hi-hat.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, wicked.
Done. We'll pick that.
Done.
Let's see how it sounds.
Well, we just done it.
We just done it.
Wicked. Okay, so let's set this up and see how it sounds.
So I hope you like that interpretation and Colin's playing.
I hope so too.
That was good fun.
That was wicked,
It
wasn't
made
it?
me feel
Yeah.
really young. It's like accessible drumming. It was like...
It's nice, isn't it, to kind of focus on... I mean, 21 Pilots, as everyone knows, are a duo, and what a huge sounding band.
They get a lot of sound for two people.
Yeah,
don't they?
amazing. Well, they do use quite a bit with backing tracks and stuff like that, but what an original kind of approach to a band, even before kind of like Royal Blood and that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, obviously, even you go back before then, the Police were a three-piece.
very, very
now
true.
we're going down to two. Do you know
It's
what I mean?
ridiculous. So, well, let's not digress too much. So I felt that kit was pretty spot on, to be fair. What a beautiful sounding kit. If maybe a little bit too punchy.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can... He's playing massive venues.
Yeah, very, very true.
And do you know what I mean? He could use simple gear and it's in huge
It would
PAs.
sound massive, yeah. A lot of it would
So-
be the sound guy kind of boosting the sound. and
Exactly.
stuff.
So for us in this room, some clear heads. That sounded pretty cool.
Spot on. Yeah,
Snare
yeah.
cranked, popcorn.
Felt the snare was really, really on point. I think that popcorn snare is a little bit smaller than one he uses, so it's a bit more high pitched, but really has that nice reggae kind of dub drops. When I used it like once or twice.
Yeah, the three hits you did.
Similar with the SPDSX, like I only hit that about 5 times.
Yeah, the popcorn snares just tune so easy. They're just they do the one shot cannon snare done.
They're wicked.
Don't need to think about anything else. Cymbals, obviously all A custom, all very bright.
We were very, very close with matching his setup with that as well. So you do get the attack immediately. And I love his, it would have been wicked with the end of Ride, their song Ride, if I could have gotten a little crowd of people and then sat on top of it and then played his little setup, which is what an awesome idea to kind of bring the drummer to the spotlight and have him play on the crowds and stuff. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do so.
The other thing, when you have a setup like we had, if you're actually riding on a cymbal, make sure you don't do it up too firm.
Yeah,
That's what kills cymbals.
You do
So
need that
you need it
wash
to
and the
wobble.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we were making sure when we set it up that we've set up appropriately for sound, but also for longevity of your cymbals.
That's very good as well. I think another point to mention with 21 Pilots as a band is how much they've incorporated, like, bringing mental health to the limelight, which is an amazing thing to do. So massive respect for him, especially with Blurry Face, which is kind of bringing people's insecurities and try how to tackle it in your own kind of mental game. So amazing for that, to bring your fame into it and utilise that.
Wherever you are. I mean, Lewis Hamilton doing it with Formula One. Or
well, exactly,
using your voice
it's so
is
important,
great.
isn't it? Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Good platform.
Well, I think that brings us to the end of our
Josh
video.
Dunn, you're very much requested sound like.
What a wicked pocket player. Definitely check 21 Pilots out if you haven't already. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Do let us know if there's anything else you want us to do. I'm Colin.
I'm Rob.
And we'll see you next time.